that differently. When you look in the replay, watch Warne's arm action. Different style ball. He's drawn him down the pitch and gone past him. Gilchrist has stumped him very well. There's plenty of room for Gilchrist to do it. That's a lovely piece of bowling.
Oh, he's bowled him round his legs. He's bowled him round his legs. Well, he's played that sweep shot absolutely beautifully. Misread that one. Warne, I suspect, decided to toss one out there a little bit. It's a dry pitch, this one. Beautifully bowled. And Kalu with Warne has been bowled around his legs.
Oh, that's wonderful. We saw a classic from Shane Warne in the first innings. There's another one there, and a brilliant piece of work from Ian Healy, who's just been a bit untidy at different stages today, but that's a classic dismissal.
Oh, he's bowled him, has he? He's given him LB. He did not for a shot. That's the reason why he's given out. Shouldered arm, probably spun back. We must play a shot. It's outside the line. The umpire has a clear vision. You don't have to be hit in line. Have a look at this decision. You'll probably find it was spinning back and going to take middle and off.
Up now, 2 for 99.
Oh, got him! Beautiful work, Healy. Superb wicket keeping and beautifully bowled.
Desperate effort there. Atham groping away to try and cover the spin. Just stretches his foot just outside the crease. And in a flash, Healy's got the bails off. That's lovely bowling and good wicket keeping too. Pretty straightforward stumping. Yes, I thought he was genuinely a little unlucky there. He was... Oh, he's got him, yes, he's got him. Warne's got a wicket in his first over again. This time it's the 6th ball. Last time it was the 4th. Well, what good bowling this is. Isn't he a magic bowler? He's come on and he's caused the problems straight away.
Warne is on the southern Rambach end. Oh dear. I doubt very much if he picked that. If he did, it was very ambitious.
I think Nash would be walking off there, wondering what's hit him in that innings. The flipper, spearing in beautifully to leg stump, slides through a little bit quick. Dion should never have been trying to cut it if he did pick it, as Richie said. And of course, that one was perfectly pitched so that it did hit the top of leg stump.
Shane Warne to bowl. Now that's close. That's the slider. Yep. And that's one of the things that happens, not necessarily with a wet pitch, but the ball can slide on. Now that wasn't lifting at all so far as I could see. It looked as though it would have hit the stumps about 3 parts of the way up. And Warne gets quite a few wickets with that slider. That is as plumb as you will see, I reckon.
Oh, bowled him, clean bowled him. That's beautifully bowled. That's 85 for the year and a very, very big wicket. We've seen him go down the pitch on numerous occasions. Got it wrong that time. Perhaps Warne putting a little bit of extra onto it, but Shane Warne has got the big wicket, and yet another player has got in and got out.
Isn't that a wonderful piece of bowling? Healy keeps brilliantly to both May and Warne. It's one of the features of Australia's cricket. And Warne has broken through, and that is a crucial moment. To get into the middle of the South African batting order was essential for the Australians.
Again, Cronje using his feet to come down the wicket there has been deceived, and really Healy had a very easy job at the end of the day he had too much time. 3 for 286.
Gets close, I think he's knocked him over, bowling around his legs, yes. Out, that was poorly played. He went wider, and Crawley not offering a shot, put the pad straight down the pitch. He's been clean bowled for 28.
Very ordinary piece of cricket here. John Crawley will have a look at that replay and he'll realise that he's made a huge mistake. 4 for 286.
Got him! Knocked him over. Looked to be a toppy, went straight through Mackenzie. That's beautiful bowling by Shane Warne, and all of a sudden, it's 5 for 93. Wonderful cricket by the Australians, enormous pressure by this great leg spinner, just too good for Mackenzie.
Oh, yes, gotta be. No one wants to go from the batting point of view, but Shane Warne has got one through there that has zipped off. Looked as though it was a top spinner rather than a flipper.
The thing that comes in there near him.
Got him. Clean bowled him. Well, there we are. He's tempted, and it looked to me as if that was a wrong one, and he tossed it up in the air. He was trying to play a big booming drive through the offside field, and that is the end of Hoggart. Warne has got him.
Gone, it's out. That's gone. He got him with the flipper, but Cullen's done his job. It's 1 for 55. He charged the flipper. Good work by Gilchrist.
Yeah, great work by Gilchrist and great work by Warne as well. That was a wide flipper outside off stump, and that's the end of Cullinan. It's brought a smile to Warne's face.
Got him. He had no idea, did he? He's going to let it go and let it go. And when Warne pitched it right, it's clean bowled Harris. It's superb bowling. And Harris is out for a duck.
Just getting ready for Michael Atherton to face Shane Warne. Oh! Wow. He's done him. That was a magnificent delivery. It beat Atherton all ends up. It looked to me as though he was playing for the spin, and that was a quicker top spinner. It wasn't the flipper. That is beautifully bowled. That is hurried onto him. Absolutely plumb. No doubt about that at all, and that is good bowling.
Oh, and he's gone right through him. Samuel's going back and trying to force Warne through the covers, beaten by the spin.
That's just Shane Warne showing that the degree of turn that he can get. The previous delivery didn't turn anywhere as much as this one. Look at that. Spun from a long way outside the off stump, hitting Miglan off. That one spun back a long way. Robert Samuels departs.
Got him! Superb bowling. Beautiful fight. Got him forward. Knocked back the stumps. And Ken Warne win Australia in his 8th over.
Well, that's exactly what Mark Taylor and Australia need from Shane Warne. A bit of magic. He has bowled very well. Got 3 wickets before this delivery, but look at this one. Pitching outside leg and hitting off. Beautifully bowled, good length, and another wicket for Shane Warne.
Warne to De Freitas. Oh, he's bowled him around his legs. Yes, he's hit the stumps around his legs. Well, he's been targeting that leg stump for a while, and at last he's managed to get one round the back of an Englishman's pad. He zipped that one out of the rough. It was full, and that is the end of De Freitas, bowled by Warne.
Well, I still say he's most times just as well off coming over the wicket, because he spins the ball so far, even on the flat part of the pitch. When he's coming out of the foot marks over the wicket, he'll get plenty of work on it. And De Freitas is the man going back now at 8 for 310.
Whip home close. Got him! Yes, beautifully bowled. You can see it out of the fingers. Johnny Rhodes wasn't quick enough to get down. Superb bowling by Shane Warne. The flipper is a lethal weapon here at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
Well, strike 2 for the flipper. Bill Sheen decides it's hitting leg stump, and South Africa lose their 4th wicket, that of Johnny Rhodes.
He's created problems for all Test batsmen through the last couple of seasons, and there's a stumping. He's got him. It's a good bit of work from Ian Healy. Kirsten got himself into a mess again. It was either the flipper or the top spinner pushed through very quickly outside off stump. Kirsten looking to go down the wicket, found himself in a mess, twisted his ankle, and has the indignity now of limping off the ground.
Got him! Oh, Shane Warne, you are a beauty.
straight through Gibbs. Skidded straight on, and he was looking for the leg break. Big shout, and he's gone. Once again, the quicker delivery has got right through Daryl Cullinan, and he really does have some thinking to do about his cricket.
Fair thinking. See, you got a feel for Daryl Cullinan. He can't handle that flipper of Shane Warne's in any shape or form.
Well, bowled him around his legs. Beautiful bowling. Superb control. Powell just lunging forward. Spun enough to take leg stump.
It's turned a long way.
Got him, the flipper. He was too conservative today, Hansi Cronje. He was looking at a defensive frame of mind, and the flipper was spot on. Superb bowling.
Wonderful bowling by Shane Warne. He's really been trying to peg him down and keep him quiet, and this absolutely bamboozled him totally. It was a wonderful flipper, bang on line, and back went the furniture. Oh, he's got him! Yes, he's trying to pad that one away, and it's spun, and I think it may well have gone right between his legs. Trying to get his left leg to pad the ball away. It pitched outside leg stump, spun furiously, and knocked back the stump. So Ram Prakash out for a very well played 72.
I just wonder how many Englishmen have to get bowled trying to kick the ball before they realise that it's not a very good move. That one just flicked the left leg and went back onto the leg stump. Oh, this is a confident shout, and they've got him this time. Umpire Shepherd wasn't going to allow him to get away with that. And Warne, he's really worked hard to get his man here. He started on leg stump, he's gone to off stump, and I think he's come with a probably an overspinner going straight on, and Umpire Shepherd has decided that one was out.
Shane Warne to McMillan. That's got to be out. Yes, that's plumb. Beautifully bowled. 100 test wickets for Shane Warne. Beautiful flipper. That was slow and straight, and McMillan's out. It's now 9 for 128.
As he's been trapped for the second time with that flipper, right on line. Both of them have been absolutely plumb. Brian McMillan knew it straight away. Shane Warne, number 100, and appropriate that he should get it with the flipper. Oh, and he's bowled him. So once again, Shane Warne has got the better of Daryl Cullinan. And it was pitching on that leg stump line and turning.
It was close to the perfect delivery. Just a little bit of drift in, landed about leg stump, and then hit the top of off. How did it get through? Hit the outside of off. Well, that's very well bowled. Brilliant catch by Taylor to get rid of Bucker, and now a brilliant ball from Shane Warne to get rid of Cullinan for a globe, and it's 3 for 88.
Oh, a chance there for Gilchrist. He got them off pretty quickly, and Ganguly hasn't even bothered to wait for the umpire's decision. That was a good piece of work by Gilchrist. He had to go low, took it well.
But did Warne see him coming? Given him the wrong one. It's kept low and gone inside his bat. Looked as though he picked it as the wrong one. A combination of everything, and a great take by Gilchrist. But I think Ganguly will have to have a look in the mirror when he gets back there and say, what on earth was I doing? And all Talpagay has got is a walk back to the pavilion. Shane Warne has slipped the leg break through and bowled him.
Oh, and he's bowled him, leaving it alone. That has spun a long way. Kirsten didn't even get the pad across there.
Well, I can tell you, It sure went up my spine when I saw that. It's a bit like getting out in England at Old Trafford. That was simply brilliant. Oh, well bowled. That's a wonderful delivery. Absolutely wonderful. The flipper is given Andrew Jones two that the batsman seized on and thrashed off the back foot. Thrashed beautifully. And then the flipper.
Yes, he's got that one through very quickly. It stayed down too. So Jones has been done for pace and for skill.
Shane Warne 6 for 69 from 46 overs. Oh, and there's another one. A very, very short time at the crease for Martin McCaig. A very, very good flipper from Shane Warne. That went zip. And Martin McCaig also went zip.
He's bowled him around the legs once again. And that's Shane Warne's best bowling in Test cricket.
That is magnificent because he set Simcox up for this. And Simcox even had a bit of a chip at him earlier in the over. No great verbals, but Warne was trying to bowl him behind his pads. He has done precisely that. Simcox, I promise you can't believe it, Warne tried to bowl him behind his pads and it came off. That is brilliant. Well, well, well. That's as good a flipper as you'll ever see. We've seen a few of those on the Ashes tour. We've seen a few during the summer so far against New Zealand, but none better than that, I'm sure.
Ian Healy and Shane Warne ecstatic with that delivery. Shane Warne, a bit of a relief for him picking up his first wicket. Front of the home ground here, and don't they just love it?
Oh, he's got him, no problems, neck and crop, take that. Clean bowl, Young out for 43, having used up 96 balls.
I think the first thing we can say is it wasn't as good a ball as the one that bowled Gatting at Old Trafford. But it wasn't bad. The other thing we can say is that Young missed it by a greater distance than Gatting missed his. Beautiful delivery.
Oh, he's bowled him round his legs. Yes, he's got him round his legs. That's beautifully bowled. You've got to go, son, I'm afraid. And boy, Benno's out of his seat.
Throws one out wide into the rough. Look at that turn back. That's an absolute beauty. And Prasad, he doesn't know how he's out. But he's got to go. And Shane Warne, isn't he delighted?
Bowled him. Yes, well bowled. Round his legs. That's well bowled. He's again trying to turn that ball away on the onside. There's a lot of wrist in this South African batting this morning. He was trying to whip it away. There's a little bit of rough developing there. It turned and, of course, hit the stumps. And so that's the end of Richardson. Out bowled by Warne.
You wouldn't believe it. He's done him between his legs. Well, whatever it is they talked about, you can bet your life in future it'll be, why don't you give him the one that'll bowl him between his legs?
Well, this is what happens when you don't want to use the bat. You start to stick the pad out. The ball pitches in the rough around the leg stump, spins viciously. Mike Gatting knows what it's all about. That's what the bat's for, son.
Oh, he's got him. He's bowled him. He's bowled him around the legs. Well, that is a huge blow. That was the full one into the rough, and he's bowled him around his legs.
I just wonder if that hamstring strain that Kevin Peterson got brought about that sort of shot. It's actually hit off stump. Shane Warne's drifted it down the leg side. Peterson normally would stand up and hit that ball through mid-on. Goes for the sweep and is bowled around his legs.
Got him! Well bowled. 300 test wickets for Shane Warne. That was a beautiful delivery to get it. That was clean bowled for 45.
Well, that's a fitting way to bring up 300, to disturb the furniture, getting congratulations from all his teammates. And it's been a magnificent performance here today and over many years. Flipper, and he's got him again with it. So he's pulled 1 for 4, but missed the second one.
And I think you can guarantee that Shane Warne has outthought him there. Show him the obvious flipper, let him pull it for 4, and then slip the other one in, and it was through him. It was candy from kids.
Got him! That's well bowled, Shane Warne. What a wicket that is. He's really teed him up, and he has struck just before lunch. Well, he's played so well, Chandler Paul. He'd be so disappointed. He's almost got them to lunch, and then all of a sudden, Warne strikes.
Well, he really does have a bogey with this test century. He was playing well enough to get a test century today. That one spun a long way. You'd have to say that Chandler Paul was a bit sloppy in trying to protect his wicket there. But it's pitched in the rough and come back a mile. He'd have been better off playing forward to that one rather than back. Shane Warne has done it once again.
Yes, he's bowled in. That was a flipper. Magnificent bowling from Warne. Stewart, who's been looking to go down the pitch, looking to cut. Hook, line and sinker.
Well, he certainly was enjoying the battle, Shane Warne, and he's won it with the flipper right on line. And that has really hurried on. Alex Stewart can't believe that he's made such a blunder. Shane Warne has won that little round.
What a beauty. A quicker, flatter ball. And it did side Anwar quite beautiful. That's good bowling, change of tactics round the wicket. Whatever Warne was planning, he has suddenly produced a ball entirely different from the others he's bowled, and it has ripped back. It hasn't just brushed the stump either.
Oh, when he's bowled him, that has just beaten the outside edge. It was also kept a little bit low, but Richie Richardson was looking very comfortable, and all of a sudden Shane Warne has struck. What a wicket this is for Australia. He looked very, very watchful as he played down the line. Let's have another look at it.
This ball kept very low indeed. Pitched off stump, kept low and hit off stump. Richie Richardson goes.
5 men plus the keeper around the batsman.
There we go. Fleming took the last one. Merv Hughes before him.
Oh, he's got him! Has he got him? Yes, he has. He's got him. It's a hat-trick. Yes, he's gone. He's gone. It's a hat-trick. That's a hat-trick to Shane Warne. A great moment in his career. What a catch by David Boone. You won't see many better catches at forward short leg than that one. The Aussies are all around, and have a look at that. Fleming alongside Warne there, the last two to take a hat-trick for Australia. What a moment.
Well, it might be David Boone's birthday, but he's the man who's handing out the presents, because Shane Warne can thank David Boone. He went an awful long way to get that. Terrific catch by David Boone. Looked as though it was just out of reach. It was the top spinner bouncing up onto the pad, or sorry, to the glove, and Boone's gone a mile to get that.
Got him! There it is! Wicket number 700! And they can't catch him. Shane Warne through the gate as Scott Strauss. script, Shane Warne. Way back in Perth when he took wicket number 699 to remove Monty Panesar. He'll be delighted that wicket number 700 has not just come here at the MCG on Boxing Day, but it's also Andrew Strauss. Bloke who was playing well, and in front of his home crowd he holds the ball aloft. Well bowled, Shane Warne, wonderful career, and no better way than to hit the stumps for wicket number 700.
Well, he'll be able to talk about, don't worry about the 700th wicket, he'll be able to talk about the day they couldn't catch him. That'll please him most of all.